at the age of 25, had you started an SIP, let's say of 10,000 rupees, and let's say at retirement, let's say 60 years, I'm not sure, I'll have to check the numbers, but let's say at the age of 60, it becomes 11 crores. Let's say I'm like, okay, I'll just delay by 1 year. Let me just party and chill for now. 1 year I'll delay. Guess what will the 11 crores become if I just delay it by 1 year? 10,000 rupees of SIP I'm talking about.
I don't know. How much?
It'll reduce by 1.1 crores. Just at 1 year of delay.
That's insane.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is that it doesn't matter how little you are able to save. Start it, because investing is not about... investing is less about how much money you can save. It's more about that discipline. The discipline is where people go wrong.
Why are you never swayed away from your line of thinking about money when you meet people who are richer than you?
No, so the thing is, most people think that the rich people are doing something different. But I'll tell you the levels of wealth in the society.
Sure.
Right? So until you have, let's say, 5 crores, the investment principles are same for everybody. Figure out your financial goals, figure out your asset allocation, and invest in mutual funds, FDs, real estate. Real estate, I'm not talking about your house. I'm talking about, let's say, plots of land or real estate investment trust. What else? Bonds, cryptocurrencies, and US market. So this is the general construct that you'll follow. Once you cross 5 crores, that is when, not just 5 crores, even let's say if you have a 3 to 4 crore liquid portfolio, I'm not talking about your house, 3 to 4 liquid portfolio, then what happens is you start investing in a PMS, portfolio management services. And a lot of people are like, PMS, only rich people invest. It's nothing. It's just like a mutual fund for rich people where the minimum investment is 50 lakhs. They also end up investing in stocks only. And most of these PMSs have underperformed the mutual funds themselves. So it's not like you're investing in some, secret.
They're underperforming.
So most of them are underperforming mutual funds, right? Okay. So it's not like you're investing in some secret investment strategy. It is just that they take more risk.
Okay.
Eventually, they will give better returns, just that they're having a bad time now. But what I'm trying to tell for the audience here is that if you're not investing in PMS, it doesn't mean that you're missing out on life, right? You can still invest in mutual funds and become financially free.
What about consumption? How do you factor in consumption? आप investments तो बहुत सारी कर रहे हो, but what if someone has a high consumption lifestyle? How do you solve that?
High consumption lifestyle, you mean that they have a spending problem?
Yeah, like in the sense that if you've got all of these things, for example, let's take a specific number. Let's say someone had 10 lakh rupees to invest, right? And they were to invest it over a period of 1 year. And then they are also paying rent and whatnot. At the same time, they also have, they like to go out and party and all of that. When you were sort of coming into wealth, as you still are, and you will make more money, did you figure out, okay, what is my allocation for food or a luxurious watch?
Yeah.
Or buying a car or giving my mother some jewelry? Any of those things that are, again, one for fun, other extremely sentimental middle-class checkpoints that I have arrived. Every YouTuber will make money and give their parents a car, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there is a solution to that problem. I think it comes from your upbringing. I was brought up in a way where I should not overspend, right? So I'm lucky. But if you're a natural overspender, what I would say is that pick only one category which gives you the most joy in life.
Okay.
For example, in my case, that category is food and travel. Right? And thankfully,
you don't think twice about that?
I don't think twice about it. In India, food is not as expensive. If I go to if I'm in New York and if I go party all night, I will probably spend, let's say, $200, $300. The club entry only will be like $100. Right. Every drink will be $30, $40. So I'll spend $300, which is 20,000 rupees. In India, even if I go all out, best I would spend is 5,000 rupees in a night.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't think twice about that. Right?
Unless you do club bottle service,
that I don't.
Table,
that I don't.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'm just saying,
But so let's say 5,000 rupees I can spend and I'm very happy. Hotels also. Let's say if it's a 20,000 rupees a night hotel, 30,000 rupees a night hotel, I don't care too much. Because I really look at it as an experience and I value experiences in my life. Right? For me, that is what gives me the most joy. And I remember those experiences for a long time. Like staying at a Leela Palace, I will remember even today. What's
the most memorable experience this money has bought you? That sounds like a MasterCard ad, by the way.
So most memorable experience would have to be, Yeah, I did a skydiving in Dubai.
Yeah,
I think that
Dubai,
was like a 70,000 rupees experience.
yeah.
It's worth every rupee I spent because I still remember every second of the fall, right? And it was
This is
exhilarating.
from 14,000 feet, 10,000 feet.
I don't know how high, but
Tandem, right? Like you're with a dude.
obviously my first jump. Obviously, you have to go with somebody else. So that was the most memorable experience of money.
Yeah.
Now, what most people do, and I don't blame them, but let's say for example, I can easily buy let's say a 1 crore car. I don't have it. I have a 15 lakh car, right? So, but the reason why I don't have a 1 crore car is because when I ask myself, how long will that joy last? See, if I buy a 1 crore
Dude,
car,
a luxurious car, that joy lasts forever.
yeah, that depends on person to person, right?
Okay.
So for me, if it's a 1 crore car, I'm like, okay, I need to take a loan because I get tax benefits, business and all of that.
Yeah.
So I have to pay, let's say, a five year loan.
And it is a massive liability, like paying off car loans and house loans because you have to take the loans in the first place,
Yeah.
despite the fact that you have the money for it. That is a liability that no one expects.
No, I could buy it in one shot also, but it's a better financial decision for me to get that car on an EMI because I'll get the tax benefits on the interest component of the loans. Now I'm like, okay, 5 years car loan. And if it's a 1 crore car, I'll probably have to pay like 2.5 lakh of monthly expense.
Sure.
In my mind, I'm like, my joy of being in that car. See, I don't like to drive in Mumbai especially. You know, plus it's a headache. Oh, it's a 1 crore car. I have to drive. What if scratches come? You know, bike guys go like crazy.
Right.
Then parking also is an issue. So I need to have a driver, definitely. So I have to sit in the back. So I'm like, is that joy of paying 2.5 lakh every month? Is that joy still going to be 1 year later or 2 years later? For me, that answer would be no. I would rather spend that 2.5 lakhs on going on an international vacation, doing skydiving, staying at 5-star hotels. So for me, it's like that. So to answer your question, how do you solve that overspending problem? I always tell people, just pick that one category in your life which gives you the highest ROI of happiness for that expenditure. Where people go wrong is that they want everything. They want to stay at 5-star hotels. They want to buy the luxury cars. They want to buy that 3 BHK apartment. They want to go on business class tickets. They want everything. And then you can't have everything because the world has been designed in an unfair manner that most of us are born into middle class. And for you to go into financial independence, you cannot go all out in all expenditure until and unless you become financially independent.